Hi Athens, welcome to Athens Kaleidoscope. I'm Nan Michael and I'm here with my co-host Jane Kidd. And I paused.
Jane Penwell, that is. And I'm no kid, but that's okay.
Who is Jane Kidd?
I have no idea.
Well,
I do not know.
I'm retiring in September if you just hang in with me. A couple of more months and then I'll be gone.
Does anybody out there know Jane Kidd?
I do now.
Tell her we mentioned her on Athens Kaleidoscope.
She was a counseling student that I supervised at the prison.
Oh, brother.
So
that's a blast from the past, huh?
That's a blast from the past. But you know, as you get older, you get
your memory
gets younger.
Well, sometimes things that happen in the past as you get older are more, I don't know, present than the present day. So there you go. Of course, none of you out there have these problems, right?
We're doing a little catch-up right at the beginning of the program, and then we have some brand new stuff later on video. But we're going to catch up by, I promised I would look up that sun last
Strawberry
week.
moon.
We presented it as the sun on June the 9th, and Jane said something about a strawberry moon she'd read something about. And I looked it up, and it was the moon and not the sun. And we'll show you a quick clip of strawberry moon in Athens, Ohio on June the 9th.
Instead of moon over Miami, this is going to be moon over Athens, right?
Strawberry moon.
Strawberry moon over Athens.
And strawberry moon only comes once a year. So have a look-see. Now, Jane promised to bring us pictures of the cherry trees in blossom, but then there was some illness in the family and you didn't get around to doing it.
I didn't. I wasn't even in Athens when they were in blossom. So, unfortunately. I mean, I'm sad about it because I love to see them, but I had to be out of town that weekend.
And I was trying out a new gadget. I wanted to be able to tape out my window with my camera, and I was experimenting with making a beanbag out of rice and putting the video on the beanbag and driving and letting it tape. So I did that with the one day while the cherry trees were still blooming, and here's a very short picture of the cherry blooms that we really didn't get a good shot of, but we got them.
And they weren't here for very long either, sadly.
No, the rain really gets them, doesn't it?
So here we go.
I was feeling low down, dirty and mean, 'cause I'd been working deep inside the big machine. Tried to find some honest answers in the television box, but nobody there would listen. They just talk, 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 until one night, quite by accident, I found, while remotely flipping channels all around, it was my friend from down the street. He was sitting on a couch, he was playing his guitar, and he was letting it all hang out. And he sang, "You can do it too, you can do what I'm doing, you can put your message on community TV. yourself some public access. You won't hardly have to practice. Just believe in what you're saying and your creativity.
Well, I hope you enjoyed that. I hope it didn't zip by before you could get a good look at those beautiful trees. Now, Nan tells me, I of course have forgotten this, that I misspoke last week and said that gossip was true. Is that what I said?
You said
See,
it
I can't
wasn't
remember.
gossip if it was true.
Oh, wasn't gossip if it was true. Okay, which I still believe, but Nan tells me.
How can you believe it? It's not
Because-
true.
I believe a lot of things that probably aren't true, Nan.
But we don't want to confuse the people that watch Kaleidoscope.
Oh,
we
no.
want this to be the voice of reason
No, absolutely.
and giggle.
So, anyway, something is not liable if it's true. So you can't take legal action against somebody for saying something that's true. Of course, you can take legal action against somebody who slanders you, and that's saying something about you that is not true. Where in all that gossip lays? I guess gossip is probably a little bit true, a little bit not true, you know.
It can be all the way true.
And it can
It's
be
just
all the
if
way
you're talking
false,
about
too.
somebody's private business and not to them, to somebody else, to tell tales, this kind of thing.
Right. So that makes it morally reprehensible, but not legally actionable.
Right, right.
Yeah. So it's a moral issue, whereas libel is a legal issue. I mean, that's a legal
Right.
term.
Right.
So gossip if you want to. You can't be put in jail for that.
But you'll be morally reprehensible.
Yes. And goodness knows we don't want our viewers to be morally reprehensible. And besides, it's not a very nice thing
Okay,
to
you
do.
remember when I interviewed my daughter about her lawn ornaments?
Yes, I do.
Okay, I got a little clip recently when we went to West Virginia. And here
Where'd you go in West Virginia?
I'll tell you, I
Okay.
got some more footage.
Okay.
A picture of her getting a snapshot of one of her, an ornament, a yard ornament.
You're going to have to bring her to my house. So you're going to have to bring her to my house. I have one lawn ornament. It's the gnome from Travelocity, you know, the little gnome that they show going around all over the world and surfing and everything.
Oh.
He's sitting on my porch in an Ohio State University outfit. That's the only lawn ornament I have.
Well, if you recall, Boogie on the Bricks,
Well, wait a minute. We got to see the lawn ornament first.
we already have, haven't we?
I don't think so. No, I think we haven't. So let's see the lawn ornament. I'm dying to see this now. It's in West Virginia.
Well, you recall the recent flood in Athens.
The monsoon.
As I was driving down Richland in the morning, I was kind of happy to get a few shots of the water splashing up. Then my daughter and I went to Louie Louie's for lunch, and we were trapped there because that's when it really started storming.
Oh, gosh, yeah.
She had been planning to go to Boogie on the Bricks. In fact, she did, but it was after it quit raining. And after 11, it was scheduled to close the band at 11, and they all went into Jackie O's. So here's a little bit of Boogie on the Bricks. I never got that before, and I did it this time through my daughter. may have noticed that one of those boogiers was an attorney in Athens. And I think that they worked pretty hard to make up for the storm.
I just wish my grandchildren were here that day, and I just wish they had gotten to go up, but you know, it was right during the rain when we were going to go, and then we had other stuff to do. So maybe next year.
Louis was nice enough to let us stay inside while the rain played out.
Do you remember when we had that great big storm a couple years ago that knocked a tree down downtown? It's called a Dessa something or other. It came through downtown. I got stuck in Salam when that was going on.
Oh.
And the electricity went off. And everything. She said we could have whatever was on the stove. So we ate, and she lit some candles. It was kind of fun.
Okay, the next is a little drama.
Oh.
Yes, and I won't say anything more about it. But
Well,
it's true.
A true drama. Mm-hmm. All righty. So we're going to get to see a true drama about what?
Oh, you're going to see it.
Okay.
Well, Jane, you asked me where we went, that we saw a lawn ornament. We went to West Virginia, and we ate at Hillbilly's Hot Dogs.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
Yes.
I love that place.
And we have some footage from there.
Now, let me just say this. If you folks have never been there, it doesn't sound too necessarily
upscale.
too, yeah, and it isn't very upscale, but it's good. Tell them where it is.
My daughter was driving, but you cross at the bridge and go down, I think it's Route 2, almost to Huntington.
Yeah.
And you can't miss it.
No, you can't miss it. I believe it's on your right-hand side going down, right?
No, the river's there.
Oh, okay, right. So it's okay.
Don't go in the
No,
river.
no, we don't want you to go in the river. But it's an experience. If you're going to go to Huntington or even Charleston and go the old way, I mean, you just would really enjoy it. It's fun. And we used to have a place in Wheeling, which is where I grew up by Wheeling. We used to have a place up there that was very similar, very similar. And after dances and stuff, you know, we'd always stop there and get something to eat. I can remember sitting on those old picnic tables, you know, with my dress on and everything. My mother saying, "What in the heck have you been with that dress on?" So,
Well,
it's that kind of place.
I didn't get really good shot of inside the dining hall. The dining hall is an old school bus.
Yeah.
And there's another one grafted onto it. So, but we didn't stay in there because it was too cold. It had air conditioning was blowing.
Most people don't. I mean,
Yeah.
you know, they go outside and sit on the
Yeah.
picnic tables.
So we went outside and ate and continued to eyeball all the things.
And that's where she saw her lawn ornament? Was that
The
Hillbilly's?
lawnmower?
Lawn ornament.
Oh, no, we were going home. And I think she spotted it going, but she didn't stop then. She
Aha.
pulled off the road, and I didn't know why, and that was why.
Oh, I see. Okay.
But it is fun, and I forget whether I have a picture of me holding my squalling baby or not. But we took quite a bit of footage. So,
Well, enjoy and think about going if you can, because it's quite an experience. And it won't be there forever, probably.
right. So, hillbilly hot dogs. Hi.
My grandpa went to school on that old GI Bill. He was just one of the brave souls who survived the battlefield. But sometimes guilt would get to him when he would reminisce about the friends who never lived. See, 1946. I ain't gonna quit, 'cause big bad beat.
Thank you, Charlie.
Sure. This is actually it.
Bye, cow. Well, coming back home, we had, of course, to stop by a fruit stand.
Oh, well, yes, of course.
And I think the watermelon we got was just a couple of dollars more than it would have been in the store.
Oh,
But while I sat in the car while my daughter went to get the fruit, and I looked out the window, and there was something that I don't know if it was dog cart or pony cart. I thought I'd show it and maybe somebody could tell me what it was.
that reminds me of one time, years and years ago, we stopped at, and this was in West Virginia, down in the Nar Hills, and we stopped at a stand to buy some corn. And my dad was up there buying the corn. My mother and I and my grandmother and who knows who else was in the car. And all of a sudden, my grandmother looks up and she goes, "Well, would you look at that?" And it was an old man, really old, white hair, white beard, riding up on a mule. And both he and the mule had straw hats on. I wished I'd have had a camera. I didn't, but you try to imagine that. He had a plaid shirt. I can see him plain as day right now. He had a plaid shirt on. He was chewing tobacco. And now that's not hillbilly. I don't know what is.
Now, would you look at the pony cart and tell me whether it's a pony cart or a dog cart or a little
A jogging
brother?
cart. There's a jogging cart, you know.
Let's take a look at that. What do you think?
I think it's a pony cart because I think that, I don't know this. You notice I use the word think. I think that the difference between a dog cart and a pony cart is the size. That a dog cart is smaller. And that one looked pretty big. It was almost as big as that truck. So I think that's probably a pony cart. And it looked like they use it too. You know, it didn't look like it was sitting there to be an ornament of some kind. It looked like they use it. So my guess is it's a pony or a horse even that pulls that.
Well, let me tell you that next week's Kaleidoscope will have a poetry reading at the Laurels that took place yesterday.
Yesterday evening.
And that followed, that was the end celebration of Wendy McVicker's poetry class that she had for 10 sessions. So
Of which I was a member.
That's right.
And it was called Artful Aging. Artful aging is a concept that evidently the Ohio Arts Council is interested in pursuing, and our group was one of 3 or 4 around the state that they're using as a pilot to see if putting the arts into nursing homes or making them more accessible to senior citizens is productive.
All right, I know we'll hear more about that next week, and
Right.
we're going to
I think,
have a guest
yeah.
on the show still.
But prior to that, we, you told me that I promised to look up something. Now I forgot what it was. Do you remember?
Well, that's artful aging.
Not so artful aging, maybe.
We can, I'll look at that again. I'll look at that show again and then
You'll have to tell
you.
me, because
Okay.
I got to tell you, whatever it was I said I was going to do, I confess I did not do it. Boop,
Okay.
out of the old bean as soon as I said that.
Okay, now we'll go to our guest and then we'll say goodbye. And
Wait a
then
minute. Wait a minute.
What?
You're just rushing so fast. We didn't say anything about Under the Elms.
Our what?
Under the Elms.
Oh yeah, I was just going to say, and then we'll end with Under the Elms.
Under the Elms. This is the 4th of July celebration with all the patriotic music, and it included is the Armed Forces portion where they play the song for the various branches of the military, and everybody stands up. I always think that's a really cool moment in Under the Elms. And And you'll also hear the Star Spangled Banner and the Battle Hymn of the Republic.
All right.
Some good stuff coming, folks, from under the elm. Sorry, a gnat just flew in front of me.
Okay. See you in a little while. Surprise, surprise, surprise. Who would ever have thought it? Big Jim on Kaleidoscope.
There's always a first for everything, Nan.
At least you're not on Lois's show, Women Today and Yesterday. That'd be more difficult.
I could try to do something like that, but I think it's a little out of my league, if you know what I mean.
Well, you've been away.
I've been gone for 3-4 years, it seems. I went out to Detroit, then up to New Hampshire, and then back here for a little bit, and then back up to New Hampshire for just about the last 2 years. So I was doing a little TV up there. No, I'm back. I'm back, and
are you?
We're going to have the big. You're the first to know about this. We have the big 10-year anniversary of Community Corner with Big Jim coming up first of the year.
All right.
Yeah.
And you heard it.
That's right. We're going to have all kinds of guests from the past, some new guests, well, we don't want to go into it too much because it's going to be a big, big, big thing for Big Jim.
All right. And what brings you back? How come you went and came?
Well, you know, I spent some time with my oldest son up in New Hampshire and 3 grandkids up there. And little Jim, who lives here in Ohio, just had a baby a year ago. He'll be a year old next month. So I had to come down and actually hold the last grandson that I had. So that makes 5 now, 5 grandkids. I just turned 60, and it just costs too darn much to live up in New England. Too much, I'm telling you. I'd much rather just have it ease right here in Southeast Ohio.
Well, you know, you're 20 years younger than I am.
No way.
20 years. Oh, you have a big future ahead of you.
I hope I could still do what you do in 20 years. I don't know about that. I mean, you see me come in on the hover-round. I'm having some fun in the hover-round. I got to tell you right now. After the last surgery with the 2 rods on the neck, I really can't turn the neck. So the doctor said, you need a hover-round. Takes me where I want to go. Where will it send me? It sent me to Kaleidoscope today. For the first time, you got Big Jim on Kaleidoscope. This is a landmark monument. This is bodacious. It's unbelievable.
Hey, you know, well, I'm retiring in September, and we've been looking for a replacement for me.
America runs on Dunkins. When are we going to get a Dunkin' Donuts here? We got a Texas Roadhouse steakhouse thing. When are we going to get a Dunkin' Donuts? They got Tim Hortons? Tim Hortons? I don't know. Are they good?
Well, I read that Dunkin' Donuts is going to take the oomph out of their donuts. I forget the name for the oomph. It might be trans fats.
Oh, really? Well, I don't really eat their donuts. I do have their hash brown little mini things, or I did up in New Hampshire. They have a Dunkin' Donuts every 3 blocks. Every 3 blocks is a Dunkin' Donuts. And I would drive through and hover around.
In New Hampshire?
Yeah, New Hampshire, up in New England, they're everywhere. I didn't see any Tim Hortons. So I guess I'll have to try their coffee. I guess I'll have to try it.
Well, you're doing a new program right now, aren't you?
I've got one coming out. When does this air?
Huh?
When does the show air?
Today is
Thursday.
Thursday. Hopefully it will air Friday.
Friday? That's tomorrow. Is it before 8 o'clock? Wait, I don't even know if I'm going to be on at 8 o'clock anymore.
It will be after 8 o'clock.
After 8 o'clock? Well, then maybe I should look. I went to a thrift store in the Plains. The Little Wing, huge rummage sale place. It's where McDonald's is in the Plains. And I went in there and I did some filming. We got it done. It's all captured here on the computers here at the station. Maybe we'll wait till next week then, because this is going to be a surprise for everybody.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? So maybe we'll wait and people can know, hey, been just back. So now they'll know, hey, Matt Green, am I still going to be on at 8 o'clock or is it the new time, midnight and noon?
Don't know.
We don't know yet. See, I just rolled into town.
He's going to have to haggle with whoever's on at 8. Oh, it may be Dane. If it's Dane, Dane is nailed
Dane?
down.
Hey, I'll take care of Dane. Every movie that I'm in with, I've done 2 movies with him, and I died in both of them.
Uh-oh.
So I'm coming back to get you, Dane.
Okay, well, I think we have to end and go to Music Under the Elms as we fade off into the twilight.
Under the Elms. Is that where Bob and Lois had their first kiss? At the Green or something like that, around there?
What?
Bob Whaley, I love you, buddy. It's good to be back. Hey, thanks for letting me have some time on your show. Yeah. I'll meet you at the library, buddy.
So long.
audience, I know, Bob, who remember that, and so we honor that every year and play it. So this is America the Beautiful, Dr. Deepak. So enjoy.
Well, that is a good 4th of July feeling to it. And happy 4th of July to you all, although I'm not sure how you're looking at it's going to jive with 4th of July. But we got a snippet to share with you. Big Jim broke down and said he'd let you in on a little bit of his footage.
Yeah, I figured since I'm going to hold off till next week on my show, that I would go ahead and just give a little snippet for you folks here on Kaleidoscope of the Little Wing huge rummage sale thrift store in the Plains. So this is just a little snippet for them. We're not
All right.
It's always going to be a classic Big Jim show.
Oh, I'm
obviously.
tingling.
Tingling! That's it. Let's go to the snippet. Hey, if you need a drink of water, folks, feel free. Hey, that's good for Shaq.
Oh yeah, she works good.
All right, let's go down.
Now this is
look at
more
this.
sporting. This is more sporting goods.
You go into your own little room, try things on.
Oh yes, definitely.
Skis. I bet you go through a lot of skis here, huh?
I have.
Really?
I've sold probably 15, 20 sets of skis
Man,
in the last 2 months.
in Ohio.
Yeah, I had a guy come in that he buys these skis to build chairs out of them.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
All right, now do we want to go?
I have suitcases.
Let's go left. Let's go this way. We haven't been up this way, have we? I'll let you go first.
We got a kitchen set over here, Jim, and we got all kinds more artwork down the walls. It's this.
Oh, look at that one.
Oh yes.
That's an eyeball catcher right
Well,
there.
let's turn the light
Is that
on,
a
Jim.
frog?
That is. I don't know, Jim. Let's meet.
It looks like a frog with some kind of a
Really?
duck.
Really?
I don't know.
Well, I don't know.
Nice looking kitchen table set there.
Oh, it's
Does
beautiful.
it come with the plates?
You can buy the whole. You can
The
buy
whole
everything
thing, right?
there.
Just
can
like
buy a
this,
whole
you could
just
buy
like that.
the little
The
grapes, apples. I don't know. They look like crab apples.
Yeah.
I like
think
crab
they're
apples.
pears.
I
think
like
they-
'em.
Yeah.
Unless I see a worm in them.
Oh yeah. Then it's not.
And the
good.
lamp too. That's for sale.
Yes, the lamp.
So I see a bunch of suitcase set here.
Now these are suitcases. These are our curtains and so forth. Now here is.
This is a whole set, isn't it?
It is. It is.
You can buy one or buy them
You can
all.
buy one or you can buy the whole set. We have a couple sets
Yeah.
actually.
How you doing today?
Good, how are you?
Are you a regular here?
No, it's our first time.
First time? What do you think of the place so far?
It's nice.
Yeah?
Lots to look at.
Do you see anything you know you're going to leave with yet?
No, we're looking for dressers and stuff, so we're just looking.
Well, we
Yeah.
do have dressers.
That's what I was looking at, yeah.
Plenty for the kids too.
That's what we're going to look at.
All right. So here we have. Enjoy the day.
Thank you, you too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now here we have books, Jim. We've got more books.
More pillows.
Oh, more. These and all the chairs, and the stands, and the shelves. These are our magazines. This is all our magazines, Jim. And these are our kids' books over here. We have kids' books. We have magazines. We have adult books. We have all kinds of books.
Jack Higgins.
We do, and all the shelves.
Killing ground.
All the shelves.
The shelves are.
is for sale.
Yeah.
All the chairs that you see.
Some nice reading chairs.
Oh yes.
You know?
And they're all for sale.
There's a big gym chair right there. That looks nice and comfy.
Now here, Jim, we got games.
Wow.
We've got.
Family entertainment.
We
Just
have,
like Community
yes.
Corner with Big Jim.
Oh, we have.
Family entertainment. Look at the games.
And this here, Jim, is our sorting room.
Still got more books here too. We got a
Oh,
sorting
we have
room.
all kinds of books.
Is this
now.
where stuff comes in?
Now this is where I bring stuff. When stuff comes in, I put it in the room down the hallway,
Yeah.
and then I'll bring it in here, box at a time, and we'll sort it out. Like you said, we got our kitchen. This is our kitchen stuff here. We've got kitchen things here. We've got vases. We've got more toys.
What's up with that lion, man? Does it light up?
Oh, he is awesome, Jim. Let me show you. Watch him.
We'll kill the light.
Yeah.
Hey,
Hey,
Yeah.
now that is cool. I'm going to zoom in on this. See how this camera works on zoom in. Look
He
at that.
looks
Look at
cool.
that. It lights up.
Yeah, he does.
The Lion King right there for
Beautiful
the little
nightlight.
ones.
Beautiful nightlight.
Yeah.
And see here we have got another beautiful.
Wow.
This here goes for something. It is another beautiful piece.
I'd like to try that on.
Oh yeah, you look good in that, Jim.
All right, I know where we want to go. We want to go down to the far end. This is kind of where we start. Look at golf clubs.
Oh, we got golf clubs.
Golf clubs.
More artwork on the walls. Now this here's beautiful desk here. We have a nice, beautiful desk.
All right, and then we're going to go by Holly here at her little workstation. Where you check
We
out.
have DVDs, VCR tapes.
And what's this thing?
That thing there is some kind of carrying bag.
Oh, okay. Look
Now,
at scales.
These here, now Jim, these ones here, Jim, I think you can get on.
You know, I'm a little tired right now. This thing will fly right by, even though he's got a smiley face.
You just don't want to break another scalp.
Exactly.
Well, that's it.
Yeah.
We wrap it up.
Well, sayonara. I don't know why I thought of that necessarily. I mean, sayonara. I like the sounds of it. Anyhow, Athens, we will see you next week. Please come and visit
Are
with
you
us.
not waving anymore?
Oh, and thank you for being here today.
Yes.
Bye.